Introduce to you the Voice of the Farmers. Voice of the Farmers is a media brand that celebrates, educates, and promotes farmers with constant trainees and guide on how best to be a successful farmer. We also link farmers to the right markets to sell their produce and to the right marketers. Voice of the Farmers is active on Facebook, Instagram, and Thread at Voice of the Farmers. We are also on YouTube at Voice of the Farmers TV. For more inquiry on how to link up with Voice of the Farmers, please call 0907 872 8228 or 0706 662 8752. Voice of the Farmers. We celebrate, educate, and promote farmers.
Yes, good morning, wherever you are watching us from. My name is Agribusiness. I am the host for the show this morning, and we'll be having someone at the back end. Is already at the back end with us that will be talking to us about what we need to know when it comes to innovative strategy. I always say every time is just that coming out of what you're going to produce. So, and that is why we have someone in the house here today. I'll be talking to us about innovative marketing strategy, not just marketing strategy alone, the innovative one that is going to really get you a good result. And that is why we have Mr. Alfred from the other end that I'll be talking to us about what we need to know when it comes to innovating marketing in agribusiness. Yes, my name is Garba Fisolumde once again. If you are just joining us or you are making this video for the first time, this is the Voice of the Farmer, where we celebrate, educate, and promote farmers. Everything we do here is just about agriculture. Yes, we work with farmers at the grassroots level and see how we can link them to opportunities and promote them as well. Yes, I'll be bringing him on board to talk to us about what we have this morning. It's going to be very short. Let's say at least 20 to 30 minutes, we are done. But definitely, I want to trust you and I want to believe that you are going to learn a lot from him this morning because he's an expert when it comes to agribusiness. He does a lot of things, training people and also coming up with ideas on what we can do as a youth in order to have what we call innovative strategy in marketing, especially in agribusiness. So let me bring him on board. He's at the back end so that we'll be able to talk to us about what we need to know this morning. Yes, I just hope and I believe the network is good this morning because I remember I had a session yesterday which I was unable to even bring my guest on board at all. But I believe the network is not going to be hello, good morning this morning. Hey, oh, hello, Mr. Alfred.
In the studio, I can hear you. Right. Good
Yes,
morning, sir.
good
Can you
morning
hear
this
me?
morning.
Good
Yes, I
morning to
can. I
you.
can. Good
Awesome.
morning this
Awesome.
morning. Yes.
Good
How are you
morning.
doing today, sir?
I'm very well. Thank you.
Yes, I'm glad to have you again. You know, I want to use this medium to commend your efforts. You've been doing a very great job. We look up to you, especially on LinkedIn. You know, anytime we see a content from Mr. Alfred, it's awesome. That means we are going to learn a lot from you. So thank you very much for
Right.
having you. I want to appreciate the fact that you take your time to just join us on this show this morning. Now,
Thank
just for us to go straight to the point, for people that are meeting you for the first time, me, I know Mr. Alfred, and Mr. Alfred know me. So for you, for people
you.
that
Yeah.
are watching us for the first time, that are meeting you for the first time, can you introduce yourself, sir?
All right. So my name is Alfred Ukane. I am an agribusiness expert, and part of what I do is to help agribusiness owner optimize their operations and become profitable. Right. That's what I
Mm,
do basically. And that's why you see that my
mm.
messages are always strategic because I have experienced almost everything in the value chain from being a staff or an employee, from
Mm,
moving from that to
mm,
be a farm manager for 3 years, from moving from
mm,
that to be a business owner, an agribusiness owner, and for moving from that to be an agribusiness employer, right? So I've pretty much experienced a lot across board, and apart from the fact that I have academically, I am an agricultural um, graduate, right? Academically,
okay.
I'm doing like my third degree in agriculture, right? So aside that, I am also a practicing person in the agricultural value chain. But I'm not, these
Mm,
days it's woke to say I am a farmer or I'm a practical farmer. I won't want to wear that
mm.
hat today. So that's why I always call myself an agribusiness expert, right?
Experts.
Yeah,
Mm,
because,
mm. Yes.
yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much. That means we are going to learn a lot from you because I remember and I took that word that you said you help people to see how they can make profits in their business, especially in the agribusiness. Now, I want you to please just help us to narrow it down. Some people believe when they hear agribusiness, it looks somehow to them that what is agribusiness now. So
Agribusiness, yeah.
you are an expert in agribusiness. Can you just let us understand what agribusiness is?
Agribusiness basically is just a combination of two words: agriculture. In fact, let me use this word: technical agriculture and business. Right? That's the combination. That's the meaning of agribusiness. So it does not matter where you function in the value chain. You are, as long as you are functioning within the food and agribusiness sector or agriculture sector, you are an agribusiness owner. So you may be a farmer, you may be a logistics person, you may be a consultant like I am, you may be wherever you function, you may be an off-taker, a processor, an aggregator, wherever you are an agribusiness owner, meaning you are technically you are offering an agricultural service, but you are a business owner who functions within technical agriculture, right? So that's the entire meaning. It's not a big grammar. It is not something that you need to now be looking at. Oh, you need to have a big office or something. No, an agribusiness owner can be a farmer, can be an aggregator, can be a processor, can be an off-taker, anybody who is adding value to the value chain is an agribusiness.
Yes, thank you very much for that. I think anybody watching this, definitely they will be able to understand that. Yes, you said agribusiness is just someone that is doing something, but now you are making money in that space now, not just doing it for fun. Now you are
Exactly.
making money from it. No, now
Exactly.
today we are going to be looking at something very important because I want to always say this, and I always say this that market should be the determinant of your production. Don't just go into production without even having market for it. So I think that is very wrong. So you need to have a market for what you want to produce, and that is why we are going to be talking about innovative marketing now. Innovative marketing on agribusiness now for agribusiness. So what you need to do when it comes to innovative agribusiness, innovative marketing. So now let me just go straight to our expert that will be talking to us this morning about what we need to know when it comes to how can we be innovative. What innovations can we bring on board when it comes to marketing of our agribusiness now? Because remember, I said market should be the determinant of your production. Don't just produce
Yeah.
and say, yes, I'm producing, and then you not get frustrated at the end of the day because you do not have markets where you're going to sell your produce to. So now I want you to just please help us to deal with this matter very well so that any youth that is watching this video now or even later, they'll be able to learn that, yes, even there is a role I can play without being in the production value chain, without being in the logistics. I can also play a role in the marketing aspect and I will make my money as well. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. So let me start from that word. In fact, this is how I say it. Access to market controls their entire value chain. Access to market determines the quality of inputs that you need, the quantity of input that you need. It determines the amount of finance that you need. It determines the amount of workers that you need. It determines the amount of acreage, plots, or numbers of livestock that you need to stock. So access to market is the major determinant of everything that should happen in the value chain, right? Now, most agribusiness owners face four major problems. One of them is access to finance. The second one is access to technical support. The third one is access to quality inputs. And lastly is access to market. These are the four major challenges that they face, right? So why I coined the word innovative marketing strategy, why I coined that word like that is because most people think that when they are talking about marketing for an agribusiness, they focus only on the customers. And the customer alone is not enough to grow the agribusiness. The agribusiness is chiefly surrounded by four stakeholders. One of them is the customers. The second one is the workers or people who are going to work with the agribusiness. The third one is the partners, people who are going to partner with the agribusiness. And the fourth one are the investors, people who are going to invest in the agribusiness, right? So marketing for me, innovative marketing for me, is you as an agribusiness owner intentionally communicating value to evoke four responses. One, for people to patronize you. Two, for people to work with you. Three, for people to collaborate with you. And four, for people to invest in you. Let me say it again. Marketing is intentionally communicating value to your target audience to evoke four responses. One, for people to work for you. Two, for people to patronize you. Three, for people to invest in you. And four, for people to collaborate with you. These four things. Now, most times we focus only on marketing to the customers and we complain about every other challenge we are facing, which are the first three challenges that I said. We complain about all the others. Now, as an agribusiness owner, I don't want to just talk about customers now because many of us know how to market to a customer, right? That's why the word innovative marketing. Now, let's look at how can an agribusiness owner market to a bank so that that bank can either invest in them or collaborate with them. The language, remember, I use the word intentionally communicating. So marketing in this context is communication. How can an agribusiness owner communicate to a bank to evoke the response of a bank to give that person a loan or invest in that person? Number one, the language the bank understands is not proposal writing, it's cash flow. They want to see your financial cash flow. Most banks will even contact you without knowing what you do if they are noticing cash flow in your accounts, right? Innovatively marketing your business as an agribusiness owner is to say that I'm going to structure my business or by legalizing it in Nigeria, registering with the CAC, doing my thing, doing SCUMEL, if you are if you're a limited liability company, and then running all my financial transactions through my account, right? If the volume is okay, I use three major banks, right? If the volume is okay, they are going to contact you even before you reaching out to them. They are going to contact you and say, how can we be of help? Some of them are even giving um, bank overdraft, right? For you to be able to use to do your business as long as they see cash flow. An agribusiness owner knows that if he communicates cash flow, he has marketed to the financial sector or the bank. The second one is workers. Now, if I say I work in Chevron, you will see me as a big boy, right? But you may never have been to Chevron yard before. You may never have been to Chevron office before, but you have seen the product of Chevron in workers. There's one time that everybody wanted to work in the bank because you have seen the product that are coming from the bank. You trust that these guys who are coming from Chevron or are coming from the bank, they have certain type of training, they are well paid, they are well catered for, their organization values them, right? And so many people are trooping in, they want to work for Chevron. People want to work for USAID these days. People want to work for GIZ these days because they like the fact that they like the position where their staff are operating from. People want to work at IITA. They are hustling for the small spots, right? That are the little opening that are open in IITA. Your own agribusiness, you are struggling to get workers. It means that you are not communicating very well. You are not doing a very good job by taking care of your workers in such a way that other people, other labor or talented people are hustling for the little opening that you have in your organization, right? So you need to now begin to structure your organizations like this and see how you can plug incentives, see how you can plug incentives for your workers to make them the envy of other people at their level, right? So as an agribusiness owner, you need to create welfare packages for your staff. It could be more trainings, it could be high level delegations, it could be like, I don't want to mention somebody's name. There's somebody I saw that he was invited to Germany, but then he assigned his staff and delegated the staff to go to him to go for on his behalf, in Germany. That is powerful. That when other people see him, everybody will be hustling. This guy is an agribusiness owner. Everybody will be hustling, for the sports to want to work with this person because they know that all the other guys that are working with them, this guy has traveled, this guy has gone to this place. Baba is a chief delegator, he's sharing opportunities among his staff to grow his staff beyond the pay, right? So that's that for if you are communicating or you are marketing to your workers. Now, how can you market to people who collaborate with you? In collaboration or partnership, there's what we call will and skill. Is the person skillful enough to work with you? Is the person willing to work with you? Those are the two metrics. Now, those two metrics can be divided into many other things, right? If you are looking for people to collaborate with you, there's one thing I always say: they have a problem or a need. Collaboration is bettered out of shared value, or mutual benefit. That is the foundation for collaboration. If I and Olumide wants to do a particular thing, what we need to be talking about is that what is Olumide going to benefit and what is Alfred going to benefit. If that is clearly spelled out, then the both of us can share resources and say, you know what, let's do a particular training for XYZ and let people from everywhere join. And Olumide is going to gain 500 additional followers. Alfred is going to gain 500 additional followers. And then we are good to go. Sometimes your benefit may be more than mine, right? But then I am satisfied with the percentage that I'm getting. We are good to go. So when you are going to meet people, always ensure that, oh, I want you to partner with us in this program. I want you to come and advertise in this program. Always ask yourself, what are these people going to benefit? What pain point are they facing right now that they are going to benefit? And permit me to say this, most times we are looking for development organizations that we want to collaborate with. You must know their MIPs. What are they promoting right now? What is the most impactful practice they are promoting right now? You want to work with IITA, you want to work with GIZ, you want to work with MasterCard Foundation, you want to work with PIN Foundation, you want to work with Ford Foundation, any organization. What is their 5-year goal? What are they working on this year? Which value chain are they functioning in? What is their challenge in the field? Because if you bring any document for partnership, they may not honor it, and you'll be stunned that this idea is fantastic. Why are they not honoring this idea? It is because you are not addressing a pain point, right? So you need to be able to address a need that they have, and they see you as the solution or succor point that can bring the solution to that need. Then guess what? These guys will jump on it with you. I can tell you that for free, because one of the things that drives that sector is numbers. They're looking for numbers. If you can get them that number, you can speak the language of that numbers, they are going to jump in on you. So whether it is Money Point, OPay, even most of the tech companies, they want to tell you 50,000 people are using our platform, 100,000 people are using our platform, 2 million people are using our platform. It is a game of numbers. Communicate that effectively, your impact, your reach. Communicate it effectively. If you check my bio, there was one time I said, over 300 million naira facilitated for agribusiness owners. Over 300 million naira facilitated. Why am I communicating that? I want to tell you that I am an agribusiness owner who has given over 58 people. I've linked them to loans. I did the documentation myself. I did the application myself on their behalf. I told them this is how to structure it, right? I am chiefly communicating to a target audience, not everybody. That if you are looking for an access to finance specialist, if you are looking for a partnership or a private sector specialist, if you are looking for a business development service provider in the agricultural value chain or food and agriculture, I am the go-to guy, right? That is communicating effectively to a particular set of people, which are in that 4 categories that I mentioned. Then the last one is that of the customers. I've talked about employees. I've talked about people who are going to partner with you. I've talked about
Investors.
investors, right? So the last one now is the customers. Now you want to sell the product, posting on doing. If you are posting on social media and everybody's noticing you, you are doing awareness campaign. It is a part or a form of marketing, but it is not marketing itself. Marketing, when it comes to your customers, speak the language of their pain points. Speak the language. Tell them, oh, you have ulcer, for example. You have ulcer. We grow XYZ organic XYZ that takes care of ulcer within X and X time, backed by science. So in that your special recipe that you are creating, that's your special recipe. Harvard one thing has said that aloe vera contains this that does that. Another one says the Nigerian Medical Association endorses blah 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 for the treatment of ulcer. You just go on and bring sciences, research work that validates or backs up your idea or the product that you are selling, and the need for that person to urgently buy it and consume it so that they can be relieved from the pain that they are going through. That's marketing. You are touching the person here that this thing that you have been experiencing for the past 5 years, I am the key, I am the solution. You have been buying you have been buying what's it called now, equipment in your farm, and this equipment, you are buying substandard equipment, and every year you have to buy that equipment again. Now I have a durable one for you, although it is more expensive, but this one will last you for a minimum of 5 years. We are giving you a warranty that this solar pumping machine that you are buying for your farm will take you for minimum of 5 years. Or this Sun King what's it called, solar that you are buying will take you for a minimum of 5 years or 2 years. When they give you that kind of warranty, although it is more expensive, but you are quick to buy it because it is a pain point. You have been running generator, pumping water for your farm, or doing irrigation, or changing water for your fish farm, or you have been spending huge amount of money buying fuel to run gen in your farm, and somebody who's an agribusiness expert is telling you that, okay, you know what, instead of buying this fake solar product, buy this more expensive one, and then it will take care of your life for at least the next 2 years. And this is the impact it's going to have in your business, right? So in marketing our produce, we need to touch the pain point of our customers, our partners, our workers, and our investors. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, thank you very much for that, sir. I really appreciate that because I've been able to learn one or two things as well. I think there are some mistakes I also made as well. And from this session, I think I've been able to learn one thing. And one of the things I learned is that you said when you're going to be meeting with people, definitely identify their problem and provide a solution to it. That will make them to say,
Yeah.
yes, we are working with you. Another thing is that it should not just be I win, you lose. It should be a win-win situation. Now, like when I know
Situation.
that yes, there's something for me, definitely I want to invest in you as well. Another thing I learned was that you said you should identify your pain point of your customer. Just make sure you advertise to them, you talk to them that this thing that you are facing, I have a solution to you. I am the go-to person for you to get a solution. Thank you very much for that, sir. I really appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Now, before I will allow you to go, sir, I want you to, I do say this that, some of our youth out there, we do complain, and every time we do say there is no job outside, which I agree with them. I agree with some of them that yes, there is no job outside. But you see, this agribusiness of the thing, this agriculture that we have now, I do say it every time that it is very, very wide and can accommodate almost everybody now. So, you as
Yeah.
an expert, you as an expert in the agribusiness, I want you to just identify some places, let me say some opportunities that our youth are yet to see and they can play a role there. Let me give you an instance. Normally everybody believes that youth are the earlier adopter of technology when it comes to tech, when it comes to anything. We are the people in that space. But now I always say this that yes, you are doing tech. You can also tailor some of your these tech ideas to agriculture because there is a room for you to play. There is a role for you to play there. So you as an agribusiness expert, I want you to just advise our youth out there. I know there is no job outside, but agriculture accommodate almost everybody. So what's your take on this, sir? What do you want to say as an advice to our youth out there, sir?
All right. So, ah, there's a lot to say, right? Um, Let me say these words. We envy Samson Ogbole. We envy um, Flying Farmer Femi.
Yes,
We
Femi.
envy, yes, we envy everybody that we see that is doing good. There are a lot of us, across the nation. We envy all of them. But we forget that everybody starts from a point of zero before the initial momentum. We all start from a point of zero, right? So as a youth, one of the things that you will face is confusion. You don't know which one I go do, where go pay, because this agri
At
thing
all.
I'm not certain. Which one will I do? This one is doing. It feels like everywhere is crowded, right? If you come to soil, somebody's holding it. Come to greenhouse, somebody's holding it. Come to drone, somebody's holding it. Come to anything, somebody's holding it, right? What you need to do, create your own trend. Let me say it again. What you need to do, create your own trend. Now, this may be an assignment for you. All the solutions that we are going to experience in the next 10 years that are going to be bigger than drones, bigger than soilless farming, bigger than what Alfred is saying right now, is already available today in books, in research. Go and find out the application of AI to agriculture. Thank God this thing is recorded. Go and find out the application of AI to agriculture. Super duper important, right? Some of you, your own assignment may be in food. So you need to go and unlock the antioxidants that are contained in cucumber, for example, and contained in what's it called? in watermelon and see how that can reduce belly fat for a lot of people, and watch yourself cash out just selling trainers, what's it called, workout shirts, workout vests, and some workout recipes that are made from agricultural perishable. These are things that ordinarily they would have gone to waste. Post-harvest losses, they would have gone to waste. Some of you are very good with social media marketing. You are very good with photography. You are very good with video editing. Most agribusiness owners, people like me, one of the things that we face the most is that we cannot even interpret a lot of things that we are doing online. So people are just seeing us at a shallow surface. What is it doing? What is it? You can help us with that. And when you come, don't be handing us bill as if you are talking to Chevron that, oh, you have done this. Remember, I said pinpoints, right? I've engaged somebody that I spend a total of about 70K, on him, and he works remotely, really, But then I don't even feel like I'm adding too much demands. But then Baba needs increments, always. And it cannot always fly like that. Do you understand? How can you onboard 5, 10 people who you are offering social media marketing services for, and then you are doing photography, videography, or anything you can do, even if it's sponsored ads that you are doing for them? That space is opened. Another opportunity that is open is logistics. Logistics is very, very porous and very, very opened. You can be one of the persons who is going to solve it at a national level. I'm not just talking about that you are solving it in Ilorin, or you are doing it in Delta, or you are doing it in Oyo. I mean, at a national level, you are obtaining licenses that even the government is discussing with NURTW on your behalf, that when you see this logo, leave these people are tax exempted, because they are moving agricultural product from the north to the south, from the east to the west, anywhere. You can solve that. See, let me just tell you the truth. Pursue solving bigger problems. Stop trying to think about business for daily bread. Stop trying to think about, when you are thinking your solution, think nationally. Oh, I want to be the biggest in your state. I want to be the biggest in Delta State. I want to be forget all those are myopic thinking. Hunger is what is inspiring that. So you are seeing your friends in your neighborhood, everybody trying to do agri and come up. It's work to post as a farmer these days that I'm a farmer, I'm this, I'm that, right? It's work, right? Almost all my farming pictures, I'm even taking them down because I'm establishing my brand as an authority. So it is maybe later I will now be posting pictures from 2013 where you see me hold big fish that is almost half the size of my body, and you'll be wondering that this guy don't pay for this thing. Do you understand? Solve problems for people. We have problem in communication or social media marketing, advertising, branding. We have a lot of problem in that space. In fact, farmers have some of the poorest brands in the country. Some of the poorest brands. Go and help them there. Some of us are struggling with getting on newspapers and doing media PRO. Go and solve that problem. Logistics, I've mentioned it. Go and solve that problem. Warehousing is more like a big business for the north. However, we are not considering that in the west, in the east, and in the south, right? We need to focus on how we can, as a matter of fact, build warehouses where we are aggregating or storing produce in the south, right? If we are able to do that in the south, in the east, in the west, it is not enough for them to aggregate and store in the north alone. We are bringing these things. I have the biggest warehouse chain in Oyo State, and we are expanding to Lagos State, and we are expanding to, it's a food reserve that you are creating, right? There you can now be doing your sorting, there you can now be doing your packaging, then you can now be doing your supply. When they say there is shortage, that's when things are rolling out of your warehouse consistently at the prevailing market price. There are opportunities, right? There are opportunities. Everywhere in the value chain where you can add value is an opportunity to capture value or to make money. So look at all the loopholes. Look at all the loopholes, from production through to processing, to aggregating, to marketing, to sales. You see, there's another idea in my head. I was just thinking, why is it that we're not making canned egusi soup? Like, Baba is coming back from work and he's tired. I just want to buy canned egusi soup and put it inside the freezer, or canned begiri and something and put it inside, what's it called? The microwave.
mm,
And as I'm in the
mm,
bathroom, brrrr, is ready. Boom, I eat.
mm,
I want to have a 2 minute beans. I just start these beans now. It's like Indomie. I just start the beans now. Bam. I cook that beans in 2 or 5 minutes or 15 minutes. The beans is ready and I am good to go. Right? There are a
mm,
lot of innovations that we can look at. You can function in food science technology. You can even function in law. You can function in
mm,
law, right? You can function in law. There's a product we're trying to create. One of the bottlenecks is the legal problems we will face if you decide to go and take somebody's product and you are selling. And these people, we have reached out to them and they say that if you want to do it in this and this manner, you will have to buy it from us and you have to pay us this amount of money. And you're not looking for ways around it. How are you going to do it? Right? People
mm,
don't understand copyright issues, they don't understand trademark issues. So whether you're a lawyer, engineers, if you're an engineer, we are suffering with inputs, right? Machineries that we're going to use. You can come up
mm,
with creative solutions that are cheaper and are more affordable for us to use. Oh, okay. Since we're having farmer header crisis, you know what? We can mount an implement on these people as they are grazing this side of your grass in your farm. As they are moving, the implement is stealing. Do you understand?
mm,
There are a lot of
mm,
innovative things that we can do to create a balance for the problems that we are facing. Every
mm,
problem is an opportunity to earn. Every
mm,
problem is an opportunity to earn. If Nigeria is working today, most of us would have been in the office. Our creativity would have not been selling.
mm,
It is because the system could not, what's it called, absorb our differences. Do you understand? The system could not handle our own creativity. They couldn't find a place for us. So we had to bust open from another source. So all the problem is people are too full. Oh, if you feel like the face is full and the space is choked up, then you need to look for the next trend. If you think that the space is full and it is choked up, you need to look for something different. How am I going to handle post-harvest losses? How am I going to handle? Look at all the problems that we are facing. Create a tailor-made solution to that problem. In fact, let me
mm,
share some of my basic ideas. Are we facing infrastructural problem? Go and see how you can acquire land,
mm,
estates, and now share those estates to people and say, okay, you have 2 hectares, you have 3 hectares, you have 4 hectares. You are providing security, you are providing irrigation, you are providing almost everything that they need in terms of infrastructure. It may be a fish farm. You are creating a fish farm cluster that you have created tarpaulin ponds everywhere. You have done the drainage that is working very well, and then you are creating security, you are providing workers, you have a warehouse in front that is selling all kinds of feed that any farmer who needs it in the cluster can buy from the front of that warehouse. Your this thing is upstairs, your office is upstairs. You are being retained as the consultant to that farm that is solving all the disease, all the challenges that they're going to have in that farm. That's a
mm,
problem you are solving right there. And that's why I said you have to go big. It has to be national. It has to be
mm,
something that is worth recognizing. Remember, numbers. It has to be about numbers, solving problems for a lot of people. So you are creating jobs. At the same time, you are supporting farmers with infrastructure. At the same time, you are generating wealth, for the
mm,
farmers. At the same time, you are also generating wealth for yourself and generating wealth for other value chain stakeholders, the transporters that are going to come there, the offloaders that are going to come there, different kind of people who have families, they'll pay school fees, they pay rent. You are impacting the GDP greatly. Do you understand? So the opportunities are enormous. I can just begin to say a lot of things, but we need to think. We need to think beyond. You need to biodegradable waste pack. We need to think of how are we going to create it from all our post-harvest losses. What materials can we use to create it?
mm, mm,
Let me say this again, and it may be a pointer to somebody. The agro processing and manufacturing sector is taking a decline downwards, and basically it is based on a lot of systemic issues: no power,
mm.
hostile
Yes.
environment, so on and so forth. Position yourself there. It's not these people that are shouting billionaire farmers, so they cannot be billionaire farmers. They cannot be billionaire farmers. Yes, you want to be a billionaire, you got to create products that mass market is buying. Mass
Mm,
market, sugar, salt. You got to create products. Packaging, biodegradable packaging. You got to create products, man. that mass markets are buying. So you don't need to think like the crowd. Nigeria is facing access to market problem. This thing that I'm creating, if you produce all the maize in this country, I will buy it. If you produce all the cucumber and all this thing from the products that we are creating with this thing, we will buy it. I don't know if you understand. So once you're able to create a solution at that level, trust me, everybody is coming to you. The NGOs are coming to you. The resources are coming to you. The money, the people that you need are coming to you. Both the people who want to steal the idea, people want to work the idea, everybody is coming to you, right? So we need to understand that part so that we can position ourselves as youth properly and earn big from this sector.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Alfred. I know you have a lot to say, but because of time, we are going to be going very soon. But now, I think I'll bring you back some other time. But now, you've identified some opportunities that we have in the agribusiness that our youth can play a role there. Now, my question is that how do we access finance to do this? Remember, agriculture is not for the poor. Even if you are a starter, you cannot just come into the agri space and say you don't have money, you don't have this. Definitely, you need money to do some things. So I want to hear from you, but not now. Maybe some other time. How can youth, because you already mentioned that one of the problems that farmers have is access to finance, access to markets. You talk about the post-harvest loss and some other stuff like that. So now we as a youth that we are looking for harnessing opportunities in the agri space, how can we access youth? I know there are many opportunities, and I agree with you that yes, there are many untapped opportunities in the agri space. But now, if I want to start, how can I start? How can I access funds to do this? And I'm very sure this is going to be an interesting topic that people want to learn from, because to be sincere, even myself, I learned a lot from what you said. You know, I learned that yes, you need to look for problem. Now, you know, I just left a boot camp where they said, go and look for problem and how can you solve it. You know, getting problem is just like, yes, you should make an opportunity from every problem. And an opportunity for problem is for you to be earn and to be able to earn money from it as well. So I want to say a very big thank you to you, sir, because even the last one I asked you about. Hello? Yes,
Yes,
Mr.
I'm with you,
Alfred.
sir.
Yes, thank you
Yes,
very
I'm with
much
you.
for the. Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
I'm
I
with
can
you. I
see
can hear
different.
you, sir.
Yes, I can see different comments from people here saying, yes, this is an interesting program. I want to believe they will definitely want to have you again some other time. So thank you very much, Mr. Alfred. I want to say a
Thank
very
you,
big
sir.
thank you to you. We are looking
Thank
up to
you.
you in the industry because we learn a lot from you. Anytime I see your content like this, I know I will definitely learn something from this person. So thank you very much for
Thank
coming on our show today. So I hope to see you again very soon for us to talk about how our youth can access finance to start these opportunities. What can they do? Is it for us to go into cluster farming? Is it for us to bring our resources together from different spaces? And how can we solve this problem? Yes, my name is Garuba Afisolumide once again. Till I come your way next time, you know, when it comes to agriculture, that is what I do. And I always make sure that, yes, our youth have opportunities and how they can tap into it as well. Till I come your way next time, I say bye-bye and God bless.
Iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilé wa, ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ á máa jalè. Farming is not just a job. Farming is a way of life. A desolate land is a land thirsty of farmers. And because we know how important farmers are to every nation, that's why we reintroduce to you the Voice of the Farmers. Voice of the Farmers is a media brand that celebrates, educates, and promotes farmers.